Good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News here on MTV Sports. Taking a look at your headlines today, 2 people killed in an accident in Dulaputya. Train commuters severely inconvenienced by lack of space. Iran warns Western powers that applying pressure could jeopardize talks on its nuclear program. Minister of Health Maitri Siripala states that the dengue prevention rules have been tightened. He expressed his views at the official commencement of the Dengue Prevention Week.
The Dengue Prevention Week commenced at the premises of the AHM Fauzi Maternity Home in Grand Pass. Officials from the security forces and the Colombo Municipal Council were present at the occasion.
මදුරු මර්දන වැඩසටහන් වල ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන් තිබුණු නීති රීති අපි ඊට වඩා ප්‍රබල කළා. මදුරු ව්‍යාප්තියත් වෙන
We have tightened the rules pertaining to the prevention of dengue that were in place in 2010. As you know, at present, if environment conducive for the breeding of mosquitoes is identified, the owners will be fined 50,000 rupees or given a prison sentence of 6 months. We are moving forward by strengthening these rules. We are aware that government officials alone can't do this.
ඒ නිසා මේ කටයුතු දිනෙන් දින අපි ශක්තිමත් කරමින් ඉස්සරහට යන්නේ. මේ සඳහා ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන්ම රාජ්‍ය නිලධාරීන්ට පමණක් මේ කාර්යය කරන්න පුළුවන් කමක් නැහැ.
The minister, accompanied by a team of officials, later visited houses in the area and educated the public.
A person has died after getting stuck between an electric gate in Ganemulla.
The victim is a 55-year-old resident of the Puranuwatta area in Kahavatta. The victim had been employed as a security guard at the house. Police suspect the victim may have got stuck between the electronic gate while attempting to operate it. According to our correspondent, the victim had been alone at the house when the incident took place.
We have seen this person leave the house after opening the gate. This morning I saw him lying on the ground. I spoke to him but he did not respond. Then I informed the police.
The magisterial inquiry into the death took place this morning.
Still in local news, 2 people have been killed with the use of a sharp weapon in the Konda Deniava and Aragarpana areas.
A 29-year-old resident of Kota Deniava, Akaragama, was hacked to death with the use of a sharp object. Police stated that the murder had taken place at around 9:30 last night. No suspects have been identified as yet. The second murder was reported from the Agrapatana area in Lindula. Police stated that a 37-year-old resident of Lindula had been murdered with a sharp object. A suspect has been arrested in connection with the murder and will be produced before the Nuwara Magistrates Court today.
Director of Health Services in the Western Provinces, Dr. Amal Harshal De Silva, says that an investigation will be launched into the incident where a patient who arrived in the Piliandala hospital was not admitted and denied treatment. He said disciplinary action will be taken against those responsible, irrespective of their designations.
The staff of the Piliandala hospital refused to admit a patient who arrived at the hospital on Saturday night as the patient did not have a caretaker. As a result, the patient was lying on the ground near the hospital gate until 2 last afternoon. Following coverage by News First yesterday, the injured man was taken into the hospital by 2 mine employees. Subsequently, the patient was transferred from the Piliandala hospital to the Kalibowal hospital and later to the Colombo National Hospital for further treatment.
You can comment on this story by visiting our website www.newsfirst.lk. Some of our comments will be aired on Primetime News Bulletin at 9 tonight. In more local news, External Affairs Minister Professor J.L. Pires left for the United States this morning. The External Affairs Minister stated that the minister is on a 4-day official visit to the U.S. The visit follows an invitation extended by the U.S. State Department where discussions are to be held with the Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. The minister is scheduled to meet representatives of the U.S., Congress and State as well. Supervising MP of the External Affairs Ministry, Sajin Vasconavardhana, and Minister of Environment, Honorable Priyadarshini Yapa, will accompany the External Affairs Minister on his visit to the U.S. Meanwhile, the UNP MP Gayantha Karunatilaka expressed these views to the media with regard to the visit.
Minister of External Affairs and a delegation has left the US in order to discuss a human rights action plan. No one is aware of what this plan contains. The government has not notified Parliament about this plan. We have to question as to why the government has not notified Parliament or the public of what is to be discussed.
Two people have been killed in a motor accident in Dilapitya. The police stated that the accident had occurred at around 6 this morning when a motorcycle collided with a lorry. The victims are those who were riding in the motorcycle. And in more local news, commuters state that they are severely inconvenienced by the lack of space in the Samudra Devi office train. They stated that even though the relevant authorities have been notified of this, no action has yet been taken.
They further state that the Samudra Devi office train, which begins its journey from Galle at 5 a.m, is invariably late when it reaches Colombo. Daily commuters of the Samudra Devi train express these views to News First.
We have been travelling on the Samudra Devi train for the past 24 years. At first, it contained 19 train compartments, but at present there are only 12 compartments. 2 out of these compartments are reserved for second-class tickets, and no one other than those holding the second-class tickets can travel in these compartments.
By the time the train reaches Kallusura, it is overflowing with passengers. We travel with great difficulty. Due to the lack of seats, many lives are at risk as people tend to travel on the footboard. We made inquiries in this regard from the Railway Superintendent of Operations, L.A.I. Ratnayaka. There are only 2 power sets at present. We admit that commuters face difficulties. We hope to make some changes.
Michael Phelps said yesterday that he had hoped he had not left his push for the London Olympics too late as he tries to improve his times and form with the US Olympic trials coming next month.
In the 4 years since he won 8 gold medals at the Beijing Olympics, Phelps has failed to reach those same dizzy heights. He suffered defeats at each of the past 2 World Championships, and just a few days ago, one of the final lead-up events before the next month's US Olympic trials, he was beaten in both the 200-meter freestyle and the 200-meter butterfly events. Phelps and Bowman hope an extended training session at altitude in Colorado will accelerate his return to form. Phelps admitted he tuned out from swimming for a couple of years following his record haul in the Chinese capital. As he drifted away from the pool, his fellow American Ryan Loss established himself as the dominant swimmer in the world. Bowman said it was natural for people to focus on the rivalry, but Phelps was not motivated by it.
Before you become an Olympic athlete, you have a dream. This year, the world's most elite athletes and the MTV MBC network will share a dream of champions. The London 2012 Olympics on the Champion Network, MTV and MBC.